All right, talk to me.
Okay, cool.
What's the challenge you're facing? What's been coming up? And my invitation, guys, as we
Yeah,
go through this, give me less backstory because actually
yeah,
speaking
yeah.
into the backstory gives energy to your old frequency. Just give me, here's what I'm working through. Here's the resistance. Give me the thing, and then I promise you I'll ask you for any context I need.
Okay, I'll just start with sort of the big statement is, you know, where I want to be materially or tangible things, what I'd like to have, I'm far away from and not even sure of a path of how to get there. I know that's the thing you're not supposed to think about, right?
Mm.
Um, but there has to be some action. There has to be some type plan, and I don't really have that, And I've worked, just a quick backstory, I worked at a company for 30 years. I still work there. I'm not going to make it where I want the tangible things I want at the company, right? So I want to branch out. But my story is, well, I know what I don't know. How am I going to go out there? What am I going to do? I have no idea. So I think I could like buy some companies and I could run them. That's crazy because I've never done it before. So I probably did get there, but to what extent? So my story is, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to fail, boom, boom, boom. And everything I've worked hard to gain and build to this point, I'm going to lose. Now I'm 62. So, I don't have a lot of, it's not like I'm 30 and I've got a whole lot of mistakes I can make. And to get there and rebuild again, I don't want to lose everything I've sort of built up to this point. So that's the story I'm using. So, I have the fear, all these other things. And the fear for me has got me here.
What I'm hearing is that there is uh, a part of you that is coming up to kind of this split in the road, as we say, where there's a heart energy that wants to go create something awesome, that wants to, build businesses, buy businesses, run businesses. And there's also this way that you've had done for so many years and it got you to where you are, which is a beautiful life. It sounds like in the grand scheme,
Mhm.
you have a lot of beautiful things to be grateful
Yeah.
for and a beautiful life. So the idea of making a left or right turn is creating resistance in either way because one is I have this beautiful life, but also it's not matching the level of my desires that I
Mm.
really want to step into. So going down that path is accepting a smaller version of the desires that I truly have, which never will feel spiritual to us. So there's one side of the road that David's stepping into here, or that he sees, which is stay with what I've got and just kind of like, all right, be appreciative for what you have. And then this other one that is kind of terrifying because he's in his 60s and he's got what he's got. And he doesn't want to lose it all. And there's a lot of resistance on both paths. So, David, fear got you here was a line you said.
Yeah,
And it sounds like you're open to the idea that fear's not going to be the tool that's going to get you to where you think you want to go next.
exactly. I don't want to be 90 when I get there.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
want to wait another 30, 40 years, right?
Exactly. Hmm.
Yeah. So then what's another way to get there? Instead of fear being the way, what's another way?
So the way I'm approaching now, I think resistance is the biggest thing I've learned, a little bit. It's just, sort of fall into things, sort of get myself into the state I want to be
Mm,
there. And then what I started finding out was like I could actually be comfortable by myself with no money out in the woods or on a lake or whatever like that. But I'm like, but then I don't, these other things I want aren't going to happen.
mm,
You know what I mean? So I can get really comfortable, but then I don't feel like I don't know what's the next step. If I'm not like pushed in the corner and then going out there trying to, get myself out of the corner, how do I now get that action-oriented excitement to do something?
Can you give me a brief description of what it is
Mhm.
you want, David?
Sure. I'll just be real brief. So one of the things that I want is just to, I'll go down to the feelings. I know you're gonna get me there, right?
Yep.
It's really connection on a different level. I really was sort of an introvert and just stay alone. I thought that's was me. It really wasn't me. It was what I learned from my experiences. So I want to be able to just do these really cool stuff with friends, with my family, and my kids. Sort of, I carry pass that on to my kids. At least two of them. One's done really well, and they're struggling, but they're getting through it. I mean, so I want to be able to support them, and if they want to go to school now, they decide to go back, or they want to do something, I can help them, in a significant way. I want to be able to donate, money in my grandmother's name and all that if charities for schools for people trying to go to college and need money. So it's just different things like that that I want to do. I want to have great experiences. Some of those are travel. We have get a boat. We have one now, but getting out there with our friends and just going fishing, whatever, going on the ocean, just having fun. So just all those type of experiences, just really feeling fun and free, like you mentioned earlier, and helping other people feel that.
Now, here's the thing. This is the crazy part about your mind, David. These are when those crazy moments happen, when you're the energy of it already existing in your life. David, what are you hearing me say so far?
Yeah, I think what I'm hearing is just being in that energy more. That's something I don't do a lot. I revert back to the more, I won't say negative, but the different energy is being in there and feeling as if it's already happening, sort of will draw it to me.
Yep.
It's just going to happen, because you've just created that space for it to happen.
If we can just move a degree, which is like, if I just go from like, I'm pretty depressed to like, whatever. Like, I can do whatever. That seems approachable right now. Whatever. And I celebrate that. I just honor that. All right, that's 1 degree. And I sit with the whatever. Then I walk into the house and I'm talking to people. I'm like, whatever. Whatever. I just stay in the whatever until I give myself permission and I feel like I'm ready or I'm willing to just go from whatever to like, it's possible. I guess it's possible things could be better. I guess it's possible. 1 degree is your job, my friends, not to fix your entire life and turn 180. So, David, what does the tiny degree turn look like for you today, right now? Talk to us about the thought that's the new degree thought for you.
I think for me, actually, I've got to know some business owners and just reaching out to them, just start talking to them about, hey, what does it look like to buy a business? What it's like to operate the business? Are you interested in either partnership or anything like that? And just start having the conversations and not worry about success or not at the time. It's just part of the journey. So, and I enjoy those conversations. So I think that's one of the things that I've been hesitant to do. So I think that's one thing that would be a shift for me.
Okay, tell me if I'm in the right spot. Here's the energy
Yeah.
I'm hearing. I'm hearing curiosity. I'm
Mhm.
hearing kind of like excitement, a little bit of excitement. I'm hearing opportunity, and I'm hearing something you like to do, like fun. Like you like to talk to people about that stuff. Are those like kind of on, am I missing anything?
No, you're right on. I think all three. Yeah.
Cool. So notice the difference. So where we started with David was like a little contracted, a little fearful, a little like I'm so far from the thing, like a lower energy. And all he did was he just shifted the trajectory to these little feel, and those are pretty solid shifts. Like that's a much better feeling. Does that feel better for you, the thought that we're in
Mm.
right now?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Cool. So here's the thing. If you kept this process up for the next 24 hours, oh my God, we'd be getting a text from you like, guys, you're not going to believe what happened. This is great. You're not going to believe what just happened in 24 hours. I thought what happened in the last 24 hours was supposed to happen in the next year, and it just happened overnight. This is crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, David. So notice how subtle, guys. Notice how subtle massive changes are. This is my favorite part about this work, actually. My ego hates it. My ego wants to like, have David doing backflips on the screen and $1 million check roll through, and he's got his owner of 15 businesses. Like that's what my ego wants. But my heart knows that these massive changes in where his direction is going in the next week happen in a 1 degree turn, as simple and subtle as what just happened right here. It's subtle, beautifully subtle. And I want to offer to you guys that your transformation is subtle.